What's going on, people? This is Sante and a place to be. Welcome to Pontiac WYAC. We here tonight for a little bit, for not a long time, but we're gonna talk about a couple of things tonight. We're gonna go ahead and bring this music on down. And tonight, we're gonna open up the phone lines. We're gonna talk about a couple things tonight. Let me go ahead and put this logo up. Let me go ahead and stop that. Let's go ahead and put this logo up so you know where you are. Tonight, you at the Pontiac WYAC show with Asante Lucas, and we here tonight. I just stayed off a little bit. I wanted to come a little bit earlier, but I was sitting there watching the Pontiac school board meeting, a little bit of that, just to stay informed of what's going on and whatnot. But I'm hoping that everybody that's listening right now, if you can go ahead and share. Hit the share button. I will really appreciate that. We are going to open up the phone lines for people that want to call in. We want to make sure all of that is settled and set in stone. And officially tonight is the night that we're starting anew. So tonight, and the only reason I'm saying I'm starting anew, you give you a little detour here. You know what I'm saying? We got back here. Excuse me. We got some good things going on back here. Let me go ahead and make this full screen. So we impromptu a little bit. We're gonna let the fireplace bubble back here. You see, you see it. We're letting the fireplace bubble, but we got a whole different station for streaming right here. This is going to be my morning setup. I get up in the morning. Some mornings, not all mornings, but some mornings, get up and do the stream here, either talking about some news or some things coming up that day, or might even take Zoom or meetings there. And right here, right in front of me, which you guys see, boom, is the main show that we're doing right now tonight. But that setup is my whole separate stream right there, where I come down here and edit. I got a little, new things going on right here. So tonight is starting anew. But with that being said, you guys, I'm hoping that everybody had a good day today. Today's been a day. I'm just gonna tell you how my day is, since everybody's asking. Don't everybody don't go at once. But no, today was a good day. More or less, today was an editing day, because that's what I do. Videographer, cinematographer, whatever you kind of want to put on it. Hey, kid. So today just was an editing day. I didn't even leave out. Besides early this morning, and did something for my son early this morning. Came back home, boom, bam, was on edit, and I was editing all day up to probably around an hour or so ago. Watched a little bit of the Pontiac housing. No, I'm talking the Pontiac school district meeting, and here we are right now. How you doing, kid? How was your day? So today, we're going to talk about a couple topics. Number one, I'm going to try to stay on topic, y'all, but instead of just being just willy-nilly and just dancing all over the place, right? So we are going to talk about and tackle, number one, these Detroit Lions. A little disappointed at what happened yesterday. Was a little bit disappointed on what happened yesterday. I'm wondering if these guys can go ahead and, I'm wondering if these guys can go ahead and make the playoffs. It's getting grim. It's getting grim. These guys did have it. They started off real good. But they was in LA, and I can't, trip. That's a hard place to win. Matthew Stafford is playing out of his mind good right now. And it was just going back and forth. The boys was up by 10, almost right before the halftime happened. And I'm thinking, okay, we going into the halftime. But Los Angeles went down and scored. They gave them, they got a field goal. Then the guys Came back second half and they laid an egg. They laid an egg. They just couldn't stop. They really just couldn't stop them. Detroit is good, but I feel in a lot of ways that, their best chances was last year when they went 15-2. It just seemed like these last 2 years, Detroit has been plagued with injuries, like so very bad. And it's like they can't get from up under themselves with the injuries. Hutch has came back, as we see. That's Hutch right there. Hutch has came back, and Detroit has been better with him there than not there, but he hasn't quite almost been 100% the same. I'm just happy that he's gotten through this season and not re-aggravated that injury, because that was a nasty injury last year. But Detroit is still good, y'all. I'm thinking that Detroit is still going to make the playoffs. I'm holding out hope. They got 3 more games. Next is Pittsburgh, Minnesota, then Chicago. And I think that's what it's going to come down to, the Chicago game. I'm looking forward to the Chicago game because I think that's what it's really, Chicago is streaking right now. They're looking real good right now. So I really, really, really don't know. But right now, it's like the whole league has caught up to Detroit in a way. It's like they taking the play out of their playbook. It's kind of almost like how the Golden State Warriors shot the 3. Consistency and crazy. Just, and then Detroit did the 4th downs consistent and was converting them and doing wild, crazy plays. And it's like the Lions caught the league by storm a couple years ago. Now it's like the league has caught up to them. It's not like the NBA, you know what I mean, where you can lights out threes and blah, blah, but it's like the NBA has, the NFL has caught up with them. What are they? They're 8-6. They're 8-6. So if they went out, they'd be 11-6. In the NFC, the conference that the Lions are in it's kind of tied up right now. It's a lot of good teams, but it's still wide open. If the Lions can make it, if the Lions can knock out these, they can beat Pittsburgh next week. They can beat Pittsburgh next week. They can go ahead and win against Minnesota, most definitely, because Minnesota is a losing record. And I think it's going to come down to Chicago. The game that the Lions really had let go was the one that was on Thanksgiving. The Thanksgiving game was the game that they should have won. And I kind of thought they was going to win. I was on my way to Thanksgiving dinner. They had that win at Ford Field. Next thing you know, I'm driving on the way to Thanksgiving dinner with family. And wow. They blew it. That was the game that they need on Thanksgiving. If they needed a win, if that's the win that they could have went back and got, I think that was the win that they should have had. So me personally, I think the Detroit Lions should have won that game, but I think the Lions can still make the playoffs. I believe if the Lions make the playoffs, they might go on a run. They just missing a lot of things, man. Their secondary is hurt. But I don't want to talk about all that's bad. Their secondary is hurt. Their defensive line is not getting the pressure that they need on the quarterback, and especially like Stafford. And Stafford wanted to win this game with a vengeance yesterday. Wanted to beat the Lions. So I'm looking forward to them coming back and possibly, going on a streak and winning these next 3 games, and hopefully making it to the playoffs and making a run. So if you want to call in, you can, 248-905-1128, 248-905-1128. Make sure that is the correct one for you, 1128, 248-905-1128. There's a couple other things that I want to talk about today. One is the Sharon Moore situation, but I also want to talk about the Somalians and the Somalians. The Somalians, man. I was about to call them Ethiopians for real, but hey, yo, man, the Somalians. the Somalians out here, I don't, I done seen some, I done seen some things, y'all. I'm gonna put this number up, and I got to put my caption up. This is crazy. What I want to show you guys and talk about, but yeah, you guys, you guys gotta chime in on this one here because let's get it started, and we're gonna get the real talk going on right quick. We're gonna get the real talk going on real quick about what's going on with the Somalians. You know what I'm saying? So let's go on to it, man. The Somalians, bro. It is a situation right now with the Somalians. Y'all can call 248-905-1128, 248-905-1128. Where ICE operations are underway in Minnesota, and they're getting right now a whole lot of illegal immigrants that are Somalian over there in Minnesota. They're cracking down, and riots are happening. It's they about to get them out of there, bro. What's going on? First of all, a lot of people associate, and just keep it real talk, a lot of people associate Somalians as black people, quote unquote. But Somalis don't even look at themselves as black. They don't even associate themselves as black. So we don't need to be. Let's go ahead and stop this right here. Hold on. I like this. I want to see this chart real quick. A lot of people, just because somebody has dark skin or dark complexion, and I've seen plenty of Facebook and YouTube posts where racism and blah, 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 and they black and they deporting them. No, get that out your mind, because Somalians don't even consider themselves black, y'all. They don't even like American black people. And truth be told, a lot of Africans, quote unquote, or some from African nations that come, across seas to here, don't like American blacks. And we know this. So a lot of times when a struggle or a fight come up, it don't mean that we as black people have to jump on the plight just because they have dark skin, but they're not us. I'm being quite honest with you. Somalians are not us. We don't have to associate with everybody just because they got darker skins. You know what I'm saying? That's not how it go. If you ask a Somalian, they will say they're not black. Now, everybody deserves human rights. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is black people, we need to stop jumping on everybody's, in my opinion, wagon and screaming racism and X and Y into the Z just because they got dark skin. What's happening in Minnesota right now is a travesty. I don't know how much of you guys are really watching it or what's happening in Minnesota, but the tune of $1 billion in fraud has been, good evening, to the tune of $1 billion has been reported as fraud by not all Somalians. Let's not say that. Not by all Somalians, but by majority of Somalian illegal immigrants. Okay? Welfare fraud and a lot of things like that is going on. It's cost the taxpayers of Minnesota dang near $1 billion. And I don't see how people, just because of a color of a skin, can say those types of things are right. especially when people don't even identify with you. And I see a lot, like I said, I want to have that conversation. I want to have that talk. How a lot of people that come from African nations, either it be, I want to see that here, either it be Nigeria, it be Somalia, it be Ethiopian or whomever or whatever, Ibu, they don't like black people like that. For the most part, they think we're lazy. And the only reason, because I had Nigerian friends that, their people tell them about us and how not to date them. You frowned upon if you get in a kind of an American black person. But which is the crazy part, everybody wants to be like a black person. I mean, or enjoy the culture of black people. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be black until it kind of benefits you. And these Somalians, quote unquote, they ain't black. They just got dark skin. They're more close to being Arabian than black people. And nothing wrong with that at all. But if you ask a person that is Somalian, they don't want to be associated with black people. That's not who they are. That's not what they are. And they will tell you that's not what they are. And that's cool and that's fine. But when ICE is on your tail, don't start talking about you black now. And it's racism. And it's going after black people. And it's that. Don't come screaming that. Because before, at any time, you wasn't black. And this goes back to the same thing that I was talking about the other day when I was having this conversation about the Canadian that I had a conversation with. And the person that was Canadian got upset with me. When it comes to time where somebody stands up for who they are and where they're from, then you can't get mad at it. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you. A lot of the benefits, and I'm all for human rights and helping people and helping with maybe some type of welfare or give outs and stuff like that. But a lot of that stuff was given to people that weren't even citizens of the country. You know what I'm saying? So how is that right by any means? A lot of stuff that this country was giving out over the previous 4 years was not even to American citizens for the most part. I know a lot of people that got American citizens that got their some type of benefit cut that they actually needed. What actually messed up the quote unquote welfare system or the food stamp system? Everybody was upset and worried and things about that. Medicare, Medicaid, you know what put it in jeopardy? People not really talking about what put it in jeopardy was the illegal immigration. And people using the system and taking advantage of it. People, for the majority part, of course, Americans took advantage of it too. Don't get it wrong. But it's one thing for Americans to take advantage of it and you're here. But you get people that don't supposed to be here. They're not here legally. And they're doing the system. Then that's a whole different thing. You know what I mean? We not Somalians, dude. I'm going to tell you, no. Do you see this? No, Nikia, look at this guy right here. I really want you to look at this guy right here on the left. You want to see? I'm going to show you. This is what a Somalian look like. Most of them look like this. Let me show you something. No. Nah. We definitely not Somalians. No, we're not. We're not. Somalians and that's nothing wrong with being Somalian, but we not Somalians. Nah, I told you we the Hebrews, but but the original Hebrews. And people finding that out too. That's a discussion that I had and used to have all the time, but people already know that now. But we ain't no Somali now. Not no Somali. But yeah, but it's different for people to come. It's different for people to come and, you know, for what didn't happen in Minnesota, is a travesty. It's really bad what's going on in Minnesota. But I don't know if people really pay attention to that too so much. But I think what really happened, especially when people got scared for as benefits being cut off and things like that, is because really a lot of the fraud, because so much was just being given and taken advantage of. I'm kind of actually glad that you had to kind of stop that, because you had to stop it. You had to put an abrupt end to that. You really did. It did have some people hurting or scared for a moment, but for the most part, that had to happen, because how long could you have sustained that? So if you look at what happened with Minnesota, I don't know if anybody's really watching what's going on with Minnesota. Look it up. Look and see what's going on in Minnesota. Like I said, over $1 billion in welfare fraud, and a lot of the monies that was fraudulently, or benefits that was fraudulently obtained. Guess who allowed most of it and a lot of it? This guy. Just keep it real. The governor, Tim Walz, who was going to be the vice president, they're asking him, how did this happen in Minnesota? And he can't really give a straight answer. You know why? Because he needed the Somali vote in order to obtain the governorship of Minnesota and to retain his seat there. So a lot of times political people, they forego, especially if you have a population or a voting block or a voting base that will elect you, they will forego a lot of stuff that they know is going wrong in their state in order for them to stay in power, their state, their city, their jurisdiction, because they know that population is needed in order for them to win. And that's what Governor Tim Walz did of Minnesota. And this was the person that was going to be, quote unquote, the governor. Not the governor, but I couldn't imagine this guy being the vice president of the United States. That would have been, that shows me what the mentality would been for the vice president. It just was too much. It was just too much. I'm glad he never became that, and he never will, because the mentality was to allow fraud or things like that. But he won. He won though, and Kamala lost, and I don't think she can really win anything. What I want to talk about, really what I don't know if I'm be able to come on tomorrow, but Wednesday, what I want to talk about is Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett is going to be my next conversation piece. I've been really watching Jasmine Crockett for the last 4 or 5 months. But you don't see fraud right now? No, I don't. D wins? Nope. Yeah, we're talking about Jasmine Crockett. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday night, I'm going to have a whole segment on Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett honestly was just in Pontiac not too long ago. Not saying I'm going to say anything bad. Why everybody feel like I'm going to say anything bad about Jasmine Crockett? I just got my observance of Jasmine Crockett. D Wins, if you would like to come on, I will send you the link. Um, I have actually cleaned the thing up, dog, because I was having a little problem when Gil was on here the night last week, and I I cleaned that up. I had to get my video feed right and stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna talk about Jasmine Crockett. Um, I really don't know like what I'm trying to really see with the admiration or whatever it is. I'm really trying to see what it is. And it ain't just because she's a black woman. Like, look, man, my thing is just because you're a black person don't mean we have to support you, or we should. We got to listen to what it is that you actually saying or talking about. You know, Kia says, Frumpy Trumpy Poo is afraid of her for real. I'm about to send a link, D Wins. Let me send D Wins a link. Let's go ahead and turn this way. Boom. So D Wins, if you would like to come on real quickly, you can. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and send the link to myself here. Boom. And if you would like to come on, D, you can, brother. It's up to you. And tell me what you think about Jasmine Crockett. You can tell me what you feel like about Jasmine Crockett. What's so good about her? I mean, if you can tell me what's so, if you can tell me what's because she was just here. And I just sent the link to you. If you want to accept it, you can. If I mean, tell me what's the with Jasmine? I don't know. What's the great thing about she's right now. I know she's running for. Let me see. Right now, she's a state rep for Texas. Right now, she's for the people. I don't how. She's that's what I'm saying. I got to understand like how she's for the people. I haven't heard her really say anything. Her claim to fame to me was kind of, and the Democrats are losing, bro. Like on a national scale. I'm not talking about local and state, but on a national front, I really think that the Democratic Party is in real deep trouble. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying, about if, I don't know. I really want to understand what the big D wins. So that's you.
Yeah, what's good?
Hold on 1 second. Let me bring you on, brother. Hold on 1 second. Do. So what's the good man? What's the good thing about this lady Jasmine Crockett, bro? Like I don't get it. I mean, I understand she's black like us, but
But she for the people, man. We keep getting away. What's for the people?
she for the
What we doing for the people with this? What we doing for the people with this administration? We talking about if we talking about people beating the welfare system. We talking about people in Minnesota. Are you paying attention what the administration is doing right now? How much of that tariff money is benefiting what's going on in the economy right now. Everybody's saying, "Oh, you're doing a great job, great job, great job." What has he done? Where the numbers at? Where the receipts?
Have
I haven't seen not one receipt yet.
hmm
I saw a jet. I saw some planes. The sons are getting paid off coins and all of that. But where are the receipts for the American people? And then when it comes to putting these folks out of the country, yeah, those who are doing bad crime or did malicious crime, yes, I can see that. But how can you be thrown out of a stolen land
well, D.
where you have received 450 years plus
hmm
free labor? Got to pay, man.
I mean,
When
so I
we
mean,
talk about these things, the situation is much, much bigger, much, much bigger, man, much bigger.
so you think it's all right for okay to hit the just to hit the Somali situation because that
I haven't seen that nothing about
okay,
that yet.
but I mean okay just in the overall and then merging into Jasmine Crockett. So you think it's okay overall, and this is that's a conversation I guess we always continue to have, where you think it's okay for fraud to continue to happen, regardless who's doing it. It's not right, right? So
Right.
if you have over $1 billion of fraud reported and showing, and it's affecting the people of Minnesota, and you know it's happening more or less, you is more or less affecting the people, it should be stopped, right? And those people should be thrown out, right? Because
I mean, yeah,
okay, they
yeah. By
should
all means, if it's a fraud, yeah, if it's legit fraud, yes, it should be stopped. But we got
whoever it
fraud
is
going
though, D,
around at all.
whoever it is, right?
Fraud. Trump's a fraud. Yeah,
So what's the okay? So going into going into Jasmine Crockett. I know she's running for she's running for United States Senate. Um, I think she might be making a mistake by doing that, and I think she may lose. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And the reason I say she might,
I don't know.
the reason I'm just being realistic. Most of those Texas voters is the people that voted Trump won. Trump won Texas by like 17, 18 points or 20%. She has to get those voters in order to win the Senate. I think her best bet is to probably stay a representative because there's probably possibly no way for her to actually win. I don't know. It's like the Democratic Party is setting her up or gassing her up to win. Dog, you got to think about how the state of Texas voted. She's really probably they setting her up. I don't think they like her that much. I don't think they like her that much because they setting her for a loss.
The state of Texas actually loves her because she holds people accountable to what needs to be done. That's all she's doing. She might be loud when she do it, but she's following everything that is written, and she wants the receipts for the American people. Nobody's holding nobody accountable in this new administration, and I can't understand why people are clapping or cheering for this administration. Businesses are suffering. People are lost their jobs. There's a whole lot going on. Small businesses are closing
Do
daily.
you feel like with anything, man, some things in order to build, you have to destroy. And some things in order you have to you can't come in and just
Yeah,
fix everything in
but
9 or 10, 11 months. Like that's
but you
not
can't
a whole
you
country.
can't
You can't.
you can't walk in a place and tear the place down when the business was already moving.
Right. Business
You can't come tear it all apart.
dude.
You can't tear it apart.
When can you do it? You don't like I be saying, D, you don't have a whole
You don't need to tear it
yeah, you
apart
do.
because
You
if you
have
tear
to.
it apart,
You have to, D.
we're right now we look suspect with other
We look
countries.
soft to other countries. If we look
Yeah,
soft,
but why?
we look soft. You
Why?
know why? I had this conversation the other day. and I know you probably didn't hear it, but I had a conversation with a Canadian, and this is the Canadian got mad at me, and I like Canada and all that type of stuff. But the Canadian said, what we was talking about. Oh, have you been to Toronto? I was like, no, I haven't been to Toronto. I don't know if Luke or whatever took us when we was little. I was like, but no, I haven't been. I really used to go to Canada every day. I really like Canada, but they was like they haven't been to the U.S. in a while. They really don't like the U.S. And I was like, you really don't like the U.S.? Nah, that's a heck of a thing to say. I was like, it's a good thing that the United States don't need Canada as much Canada needs United States, because everything that everything that Canada is built around needs the United States. You need the military. You need our jobs. You need General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler. Just think about their whole economy is based off the United States. So how is it that you don't like the United States? Of course you won't like us even more now, because we've taken those jobs back in those factories. If y'all want to stay over there in Canada, no, you look.
You can't get those.
Oh, they coming back.
You can't get those factories.
Oh, yes, they coming. D, they coming back. D, they don't have to come back.
That's a song.
But D, they don't have to.
They're not coming back,
D, that's what they doing. D, if you look at Canada's economy, they suffering right now. You know why? Because those American companies, it don't even make sense to do business in Canada or Mexico like that no more. Because they're going to get taxed enough.
I'm going to tell you, man, they're not coming back, bro. It'll take too many years for them to come back.
D.
You got to build infrastructure. You got to go through all of putting the business back on United States land, man. It's not going to happen.
D, they are.
I'm telling you.
They are, dog.
Why
is Canadian businesses why is their whole nation on the brink of collapse as far as financially at this point?
I don't think they're on the brink of collapse. Regardless, we got to use their natural gas.
We don't have
their
to.
Lights.
We don't.
Yeah,
D, that's a D.
Yeah,
D, think about this, D. Okay, so what? They're using our military. They have none. They have the Royal. They have the Royal Canadian. They got the Royal Canadian Guard and all that junk. But I just broke down even their military the other day. They only got 300. They only got 300 warplanes compared to our 5,000. Our 5,000 patrol their airspace and Mexico. Mexico only got 200 and something planes, warplanes. United States.
I'm saying, but here's the thing. But do those people got beef with anybody, though?
You know why they don't?
No.
Because the United States.
No.
You don't think Canada and Mexico would have been taken over by now by somebody else? Come on,
no. Would you think Russia would want to invade any of that? No.
They don't want to because of the United States.
They don't have no problem.
No,
But I'm saying this. I get it.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, man. And we talking about it, but we gotta be paying attention to what's really going on. Mm-hmm. Everybody is supporting this administration. It is not right for the American people. Take care of your own.
That's what we have to do. This is what the problem.
But it's not going to happen under this administration.
This is the problem I have with. For real, this is the problem I have had when I was talking about this the other day. Does this country have problems and mega problems? This country got a lot of problems. I'm the last one to say that they do, but it's that we don't. But it's like that's like our family and everybody's family have problems, but you won't let an outsider come in and say and talk about the family, right? When it comes to the United States, it seems like the people that are American, quote unquote, we black, but we American at the end of the day. We enjoy American benefits. Is this the best country? I think it probably is compared because everybody's dying to get here. We don't want to take up for our own country.
It's not that.
We talk that bad. Like we talk like other places is better than here. Like the benefit where, good and well, the stuff that we talking right now, you can't even go over to Russia, China, bro. We be in jail talking like this, even having this conversation. But
But listen to what I'm
but
saying.
the United States is so
For
bad and the
us,
leadership is so bad.
for us as a people, it's not that people don't, blacks talk bad about it, but at the same
Not just
time,
now, I ain't black, just black. I'm talking about in general. It's like, you know,
but
why are we so pro other countries over United States? You know good and well we couldn't fly if
no, I don't.
but so are you pro United States or are you pro Canada?
Yeah, I'm pro United States. I just don't like the way the business is ran.
Okay.
The
So
business is
so
not
so if you
ran
pro
right.
United States, wouldn't you rather have whatever business is being done favor the United States over Canada or Mexico?
Of course, but the business it's not being ran that way right now.
So who is the so if the business is not being ran in order to benefit the United States people over the Canadians or the Russians or Chinese or who is it
How
being ran to who
how
you talking about it's for him for a president that you don't like. You think the business is being done like this to benefit him?
how is the business? How's the business being helping the United States right now? Because we can bully people and give them tariffs.
Oh, you say Derek has static on his end. That ain't your fault, D. If we got that
Oh, okay.
kid, if you can listen on the if you can listen, maybe I have to turn D down just a tad bit. If you can listen on the phone and hear if D got a little
Yeah,
static.
she listened. Can you hear me now?
I hear you, but I don't hear any static from you.
She hung up. She came off.
She did okay, but
Yeah, what I'm saying is what the business is bad. It's not that I dislike the US. It's like, okay, if you made all these promises, low prices, low this, we're gonna fix that, fix this, fix that. We don't have the receipts for the work you said you done. You are the CEO and there's no receipts. All we see is you selling Trump cards, watches, shoes, you selling everything.
mm,
So building prisons, you sending a bad message. And still for the tariffs you put out there, we haven't seen any
mm-hmm.
receipts.
I think we better
Where
now.
are the receipts?
Well,
Yeah, where are the receipts?
I would say this, D.
Hey, no, Ken, let me ask you
Okay.
this. How much tariff have we collected?
Um, in the hundreds of millions, I
You
believe.
don't you don't have the receipt. You don't have the receipt.
Well, I
Why
mean,
are the grocery store prices still high? We don't have the receipts.
so let me ask you this, D.
Why?
Any point,
Listen,
any,
listen,
okay, I'm gonna
listen.
listen to you.
Why are we letting pedophiles out of prison? You don't have the
Oh
receipts.
yeah, so this Harvey Weinstein thing, you remember that? You remember
Yeah,
we was talking
so
about
yeah,
that? What happened
no,
to that
not
now, D? We
let's
thought he
let's
was gonna
forget
come out and
Epstein.
he
I
was
don't
gonna
even
go to
want to
jail.
talk.
His name was gonna be implemented. So y'all
I ain't
don't want
gonna
to
even
talk
talk
about it
about
because now
Epstein.
he didn't get implied in any wrongdoing where they showed Bill Clinton was hanging out and doing all this other stuff too. Like nobody talks
Man,
about
all
that.
that stuff.
See, now it's all that
Man,
stuff
listen,
now, D. What's good for the
listen.
goose is good for the gander, they say. I mean,
We don't have the receipts. We said we put in a whole lot of stuff.
mm-hmm,
And every time we look, we see people getting laid off. We seeing people, there's threats of getting a medical cut, all this other stuff. But the prices are still high. We're gonna see more money in our paychecks. We haven't seen no receipts.
D, are you just talking or are you looking this up, dog? Like, have you looked at overall prices? They have went down, bro. Everything's still high,
Where?
don't get
Tell
me
me where they
wrong.
went down.
Gases went down, you know that. Um, food is not the greatest. We know that. But food has
Okay,
went
but
down,
that's
D.
what he said he was gonna do.
Right, it's going down, D. So do you expect in 9 months?
When?
Do you
When?
expect in nine
No, he
months?
said right away. Did you get
Come on,
more in your
dog.
paycheck? No.
Hey,
No, you didn't get more in your
well, I
paychecks.
just started getting like paychecks.
But I'm saying, but these were the things that was said. And all I'm saying is the business is not being done. We're doing a bunch of people getting hurt, a bunch of people
So what is
dying.
your so do you tell me what is your solution then? What I mean, you didn't think closing the borders was a good thing, and getting people that was getting
I mean, yeah, I
hundreds of
mean,
thousands of dollars
everybody
of
has done something
benefits
with the.
a month cut
But
off,
here's the thing: if closing the borders was the most important thing for the United States to be thinking about,
and it's a
then we got a
security
problem. We
no,
got bigger fish.
and it's a
We got
security risk,
we
D
got bigger fish to fry.
D, and it's a security
It's a
risk.
security risk.
Yeah, it is.
Listen,
It's a
it's a
terrorist risk.
security risk. Listen, it's a terrorist risk. Brown's College got shot up last night.
D, that's gonna happen, bro. Don't matter who's the president.
No,
That's the you can't blame a
but I'm
school
just
shooting on the
saying.
man. I mean, if Kamala was the same thing, would have.
I'm not blaming it on the
Yeah,
man,
yes.
but can we change? Can we change the laws? Can we, like the two actors and actresses just died? You can't
But
say
D,
nothing
D,
polite.
right?
You're the
But
leader.
D, at the same time, it's only look states still control their state law. You know, the governors and the legislation, whatever part of that state, still controls
But
law.
who has
This was the
the
same
who has
conversation
the
I was
power
having
to
with old
veto?
girl about the
Who
abortion
has the
when people was blaming abortion
who
on him.
has the power to veto? Who has the power to veto?
The governor,
Who has executive power?
the governor does.
If everybody send everything up to the top for change, who can turn it all down?
But there's levels. Like the
It's
president
not
cannot
level.
veto and go veto things that's going on the state level like that. You just can't do it
Come
like
on.
that, D. Now when it
What
comes
I'm
to
what
law and order, he can do certain things. But as far as
what
laws
I'm
and
what I'm saying
legislation
is,
on gun laws and stuff,
can you do this for me?
mm-hmm,
And we'll end this conversation just this quick.
mm-hmm.
Tell me what has been done for the American people besides closing the borders. Because half of these people that got put out, some of them wasn't illegal.
Okay, who were they? Were aiding and abetting then?
So the kids got separated from their family. I thought we was going to get the people who committed crimes and stuff like that,
Well, D,
and
D, listen, D.
the
If
illegal.
you're a so let's say you're a legal immigrant, right? And you here and you doing X, Y, and Z, okay? And I'm here
Hmm.
and I'm aiding and I'm not on and my paperwork messed up too. They ain't coming after me, but they coming after you. And my paperwork messed up, but I'm aiding and abetting you. They're gonna take me too. They're not looking for me per se, but if I'm aiding and abetting you, you help and I'm helping you out, they're gonna take me. Now, if I'm aiding and abetting a crime, that's just like you go rob a bank. You're an American citizen, and you come and I hired you out. I'm still aiding and abetting you. I'm gonna go to jail too. So it's only right.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only right. Okay, you want to aid and abet them, you go to jail too, or you got to. Some type of punishment has to happen. There's still laws, regardless on how we feel, regardless of our thought pattern, our feelings. And yeah, kids,
I'm just
people get hold on, you getting mad at kids being separated from their family, but Obama did the same thing. He was the one initially was separating families. You remember when they had Guantanamo Bay and he was putting them in cages? Remember that part? Nobody want to remember when he was doing that.
Okay, but if that's
It is
true,
true.
we're talking about Trump right now.
No, but nobody
but
wanted to say.
here's
But he ain't
here's
putting people in cages.
here
Barack Obama
but here's the
did.
thing. He not.
Hey, Trump put
Listen, let's just be honest. All of them have deported people out of the country.
But Obama was
All
the
of them.
deportation king.
All of them.
But
But here's the thing, man. Where are the receipts? I've seen this guy in two terms, and I haven't seen anything done.
are you seeing it? Are you seeing it now?
He haven't shown anything. He just showing that, yeah, I can bully, I can erase Black history, I can, I can
There's no way he can erase
go
Black
shoot
history.
up
There's no way.
I could go shoot up the boats with innocent fishermen on it,
With
saying they got
pirates?
dope on there.
Come on, man. dog. That dog.
Man,
Hey,
oh man.
hey, dog. You just
I'm just saying,
just
man.
don't.
You know what? You know what?
It's okay, D.
You know
It's
what,
okay.
man?
You
You
enjoy
can't. Hey,
Canada.
Google the numbers. I look at it like this. Google the numbers.
Hey, has the cut? Look,
We were told
has the United.
we were told a lot of things was gonna happen. You can't say these things and don't deliver.
So what hasn't happened? No, you know what? You know what hasn't happened? Medicaid ain't got cut off. You know what hasn't happened? Social Security hasn't got cut off. You know what hasn't happened? People still,
Yes.
people still getting their Pell grants. People still getting their assistance to go to school and all this stuff that people was scaring people that it's about to get cut off. Ain't none of it got cut off.
Listen, man. Listen.
You remember that, D?
If we was
Project
if we doing
2025.
tariffs, why all the American companies laying people off?
Because they don't even need D. I had broke this down last week. The reason why these companies are laying people off ain't got nothing to do with the president. What? Let's take Walmart. Let's take no, it ain't. Let's take no, it's not. Let's not. No, it ain't. Let's take no, it ain't. Let's take Walmart, Myers, and Target, for instance, or grocery stores, Kroger. They're realizing, like, you know what? We really don't need as many people anymore. We need people to stock stuff, but now we can just go ahead. You even know at your job or people or manufacturing jobs out, we don't need as much people with technology. All we need is a machine. Why will we hire 100 people when we only need 2 machines to do this job and an engineer to make it and repair it? What that got to do with the president, dog? If I had that type of business, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Get a machine. They wouldn't go get a machine.
Yeah, they would.
If it was about keeping people.
It ain't about people, dog. This capitalistic society. We not looking to keep people employed. We looking to keep ourselves good. D. Why would I hire 100 people when I can have 2 machines and 3 engineers?
I tell you what.
And a repairman, a mechanic.
If that's the case, so if that's the case,
that's the case. It always been the case here.
Listen, here's the catch. They can create a machine that can do everything we doing right now, building video, podcast.
That the AI out here, yeah, they doing.
They don't get nobody no airspace. Now nobody's making money now.
We have to become, and that's even a good conversation. But we have to become innovative. That ain't got nothing to do with the president because D. At the end of the day, every company is finding a way to go ahead. How can we stay in business and stay profitable?
Listen
Think about that.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
You're trying. Listen to what I'm saying. You're trying. If you got tariffs on products, companies are American companies who are proud Americans who give Americans jobs, even though they buy product from other countries to keep their business moving and keep people employed. Now that the tariff is in place, they have to remove the people to become profitable. If not, they're just giving away money. So, with that, why would you take and add this tariff and sink the American business?
Here's why you would do it.
With American, I'm talking about, there's a lot of companies that's proud about America. They have their businesses here, and they buy different products from other countries.
Here's why you do
They
it.
make it so they can sell it. Why would you charge? Why would you tax that? So now, this American company, they want to do good. They want to keep people working. They want people to buy houses. They want people to buy cars. And you take that away from them. What they do now?
All right, this is
What they do now? And then there's no receipts. There's no receipts. Okay, you collected all the tariff. We still going in the deficit. It's getting bigger right now. How?
Okay.
And this is what I'm trying to understand. If the administration is doing good and everybody y'all clapping, but the debt is still really larger, and we charging the tariff. So how?
Okay. The tariffs.
And that's what I gotta understand.
Okay.
Maybe I'm missing it, and the prices are up, and you can't go buy a car right now. I mean, it's everything.
You cannot blame that on the president, dog. That was terrible before he came in, D.
Who can you? But he he put tariffs on
No,
it.
no, but check what I'm
He
saying.
put tariffs
This
on it.
goes what you saying is
Hey, listen.
what you
It was
saying is
in place
circling
where
right
it could
back
have been
around to what I've
it could have
said.
been
D, think
fixed.
about how much this makes sense. D, you got you got.
How come we go from
Check this
buying
out, D.
and having cheap prices to not being able to afford and
Okay,
losing
number one,
jobs?
D. Number
How?
one, number one,
How do we go
D.
from A
You
to
D
Z?
answered this question. Number one, when was the United States or our parents were having the heyday in the 80s, the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, I guess. We weren't around for part of that.
90s.
Okay. That's when America build in America. The steel, the auto, the rubber, all that type of stuff was made here for the majority part. When did the United States start to suffer economically? Detroit, Pontiac, Flint, Southern California, Los Angeles, because I think they dealt with rubber, like what did the Goodyear? They dealt with all that stuff down there. Okay, when did all that stuff start to suffer? I remember when I was in high school, and when Bill Clinton, he signed that NAFTA, that North American trade agreement, where it gave companies the opportunity. Oh, we can make it cheaper in Mexico. We can make it cheaper in Canada. What did those companies do? The rubber companies, Goodyear, Ford, all them. They went over there. They went to Canada and Mexico. All our jobs left. That's what collapsed the United States, bro. Now check this out, D. Check where I'm about to run this around. We at a point now, D, that you have to look. Y'all want to stay over there in Canada? Y'all want to stay over there in Mexico, or you want to take those jobs over there and build in Taiwan and Britain? Fine, cool. Well, you're going to get taxed because the majority. Just check this out, D. United States is the biggest consumer on the planet. We buying the most junk out of everybody in this whole world. Here's the thing about it. You got an American company, Ford or whoever it is, building. You got an American company going across seas or up Canada or Mexico to build their cars, to ship it right back to the United States. What sense do that make? People in Germany don't even, from what I hear, they don't even drive American cars, but they build them over there. They buy and drive BMWs and Mercedes over there. They don't even care about American cars. But why are all of our jobs are going over there? So you know what? If y'all want to stay over there, then we gonna tax y'all to death until y'all come back over here. And yeah, you might have some fallout for that company up until the point, but they getting smart and said, you know what? We better come back, or we gonna get taxed to the point where we can't, where we can't even survive. Why are we having an American company like Harley Davidson? All these companies, D. Go ahead.
Or they're shutting down their
Well, that's
facilities,
on
don't
them.
bring nothing
Well, they
back,
shouldn't.
and there's no jobs in it for the American
Well,
people.
good. Maybe some other.
See, you can't either way. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Granted,
The
they went over
company
there
can't
and
have
got
it
the
both
cheap
ways neither,
labor.
D.
They got the, but guess what?
Okay.
They didn't made enough to shut it down. Now people don't have jobs.
Would you rather
You
us go
know,
through
you
2 or 3 years of suffering?
you okay. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you
Mm.
this. Do you want to see an economy where it's you can't get the American dream? Something gonna have to give
We was headed
for
to that,
companies
D.
to come back. For companies to come back, it's gonna take numerous years to come
Well, let
back.
me ask you this question, D.
They're getting cheap labor for rubber and
Well, let me ask you
everything.
this, D. What would it be to get them to come back then? What is the incentive for them to come back to the United States? Cheap labor? Because that's basically what they got in Mexico and
No,
Canada.
no, it's not. It's
So why, if I'm Ford, why would
what
I
would
come back to the United States to build?
because you got to understand everything don't come from America.
No,
America don't make everything,
but
so they
the
got to go somewhere and buy it.
right.
So, for example, if I'm a guy that I need microchips for my cars, and I build a plant over there where they make them, it might cost me a penny to make a microchip or whatever. I'm gonna keep making that penny, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go somewhere and sell my product all around the globe. I'm gonna go do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do that. That's called being a businessman,
But
making
okay, but
capital,
where
but I'm
is
also
your?
providing
But D,
jobs.
check this out. It's even just like the streets, or it's like a look. Your main customer, your main customer is the American people. Nobody buys more stuff than we do, bro. We a consuming country. We don't even produce
I I
anything like
I
that.
I
So
I
you
get
got
it.
to
I
give your
get
cut.
it. But
Nah.
you're shutting
So are
down
we just to
the
become
businesses. Listen, you're shutting down the American business, which most of us buy from American businesses. When you slap the tariff on them and they gotta pay tariff, they gotta charge more, so people
D?
stop buying.
My point is
You're
that you
shutting
just said
down
it.
the American
You just
business.
said it. We're buying from American companies that's manufacturing their products across seas and everywhere else. So is it at this
And
point?
here.
Yeah, and
Now
here
check this out, but also providing jobs for American people.
you have to look
Americans are over in those countries working.
right, but D for the much right,
Yeah.
but D can't you know in this you know and I know both right. When did this country start to suffer? When those jobs left, D, didn't it?
I
Tell the
didn't
truth.
I didn't see that. I didn't see
No,
that.
no, you didn't, dog. You rolled up and
I didn't
down and you
see
seen
that.
all these plants closing. You didn't seen the plants closing and people losing their job. You
Those
saw that, D.
those plants were closing. It wasn't because they moved out of the
Where did they go,
country.
D?
Those plants didn't.
Where did
No, no,
Plant
no, no,
Six
no.
go?
People,
Where did Plant
no,
Six?
that's just one. That's just Pontiac.
Detroit, Flint.
That plant moved. Them plants moved to
Let me
Tennessee and other
let me
places.
ask you this,
They didn't
D.
move there.
D. Let me ask you this. Now you you've been to Flint and you know how Flint was in the '90s. Here, you remember how Flint
Mhm.
was in the '90s, or maybe I know you probably weren't going there in the '80s, but it was different than it is now. And Flint was like a major was a manufacturing town like Pontiac.
Manufacturing job.
It's
It still
dead. No, it's
is.
not, D.
It
No,
still
it's not,
is.
D.
Flint truck is still there. Flint truck is still there.
Not
It's still there.
how many plants did they have and how many do they have now? Flint
They
is tore
still
up.
got like 3 or 4 or 5
That ain't
plants
enough,
there.
man. Not from what they had.
But
They were called the hub city.
mm-mm.
They was called the hub
No,
city
no, no, no,
because that's
no.
what they were. Now Flint is dog. Come on, man. Next time you come back, let's go to Flint
I went. I went. I
and
mean,
how they
I
look to
know,
you.
but there's bad parts to a lot of cities.
But
But for real, Flint manufacturing is still
but
there,
D what
and they still have aftermarket plants around those
but D
plants.
what
It's
killed
still
but what
huge.
killed Flint? I ain't gonna say killed it, but what put it on the ropes, man? The jobs.
It wasn't that it was no, because the plants didn't leave.
Where did they go, D?
They still there. They never stopped.
D.
Flint plants,
Come on, man.
Flint truck is still there. Still there. So that's not it.
Bro.
That's not it, man. It's not it. And you gotta you
Dude,
I know
I'm
you
looking
don't
at it
want to
right here.
say I know you don't want to admit that the
Look,
administration today,
check it, D. This is what I'm reading right here. And matter of fact, since you're right
you don't
here,
want to.
boom, and I'm gonna put it right up here for you, and I'm gonna add you to this. But it says right here, 1999, Buick City closure, impacted around
Yeah.
3,000 workers were gone. Then the engine plant closure. Then the dog in late 2020, Flint Assembly paused production for about.
But
Oh,
Sante, can I help you with
go
that?
ahead.
Because I used to work for the company. You know what happened? When they closed those facilities, they moved those people to other cities.
But how does that help Flint?
That's all
How
they
does it
did.
help Flint?
It
It
don't
don't
help
help
Flint.
Flint.
Flint probably was charging more tax. I don't know why they shut it down, but I know they relocated those workers.
So you mean to tell me at the end of the day that the North, what Clinton did, because we got to think everything up to this day. that Norfolk, the
It's
NAFTA, that did not help,
it's
that didn't
it's
hurt the American people,
it
and
was
we're in the
it was
residual
not
problem of
about
what that did
plant
30
plant
years ago.
plant closures. Plant closures is not about because a company moved the plant to another country. They went to another country, number one, for a cheaper product, whether it be rubber, certain steels, and things of that nature, so they can produce the vehicle at an affordable price for the American people and others. That's what they did. And the thing about it is you have to understand that sometimes as a business owner, if I can get a chip made in Korea for a nickel versus paying $1 at another place, I'm gonna go to the cheaper place. I'm trying to make money, but I'm also keeping people employed.
But
Look at these
and
people.
and
Look at
it
these
ain't
people.
nothing. It's free enterprise,
At
and
the
you
end,
should be able
I'll
to do
just
that.
say
You should
this.
be able to do that. But I should be
I'll
able to
say
charge
this.
you for
At
that
the end
too.
of the,
If you want to ship it back to
I'll
the
say
United
this.
States, I
At
should be
the
able to
end,
charge you for that.
hey, listen, you shipping it back to the United States and doing all of that, all you're doing is taking work out of the United States people. You're taking the work. You're trying to kill the middle class.
No,
Here's the end all.
no,
You're trying to
no,
kill the middle class at the end of the
no,
day.
D.
That's what
Because
this is doing.
At the end of the day, what you're doing is when you have Ford, Chrysler, whoever, Pittsburgh Steel, anybody that's over there in Canada doing whatever, or Mexico doing whatever, you're enriching their tax base because whatever type of business they got there, they're paying taxes to that country. Millions of dollars, maybe almost billions of dollars of taxes to that country. So that country is not only getting their workers able to work, they getting the tax base too, D. The United States has lost so
What
much money in tax revenue
it's
on even just
so
businesses.
let's say this then.
I ain't the smartest man, but I know that at least.
What would if everybody could if they brought all the jobs back? Tell me what you think that would look like.
Oh, crime will
Who's
go
gonna
down.
buy the
Crime
products?
down. That's gonna be the first. That's gonna be the
How?
because once
Because everybody not gonna want to work.
look when you have
People still not gonna want to work.
when people it's a statistic. Once people are working, man, there are less the crime is down. It's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? That's why you see in Birmingham or even the great parts of Atlanta, the great parts of Atlanta or California is where people have income,
Okay, let me ask you this.
disposable income,
Okay, if that's the case, why is unemployment up then?
because the jobs are across the seas, the real jobs, D. Dog, I ain't talking about a job
Man,
at
we wouldn't even
Walmart,
talk
dog.
about it.
I'm not talking about a job at Mickey D's. I'm talking about a job where a man can go to work and is where really one person had to work. You don't have to have two people. Like a real, I ain't gonna say a real job, but a job where that sustained a family type of job. Those jobs are
No matter
gone.
what, we got millions of people right now
Okay.
that is wondering how they gonna sustain their family right now, and what is the fix?
Okay. And that's true.
We don't have the receipts. We don't have the fix.
And Jasmine Crockett
And as
got
an
the fix.
administration,
And she y'all answer.
hey,
Jasmine Crockett.
listen, no, I'm not saying she got the fix. I'm saying at least somebody will go in there with some integrity and hold people accountable. That's all. I don't want to see nobody fail in America, but at the same time, if it's some wrongdoing, somebody got to hold somebody accountable
So are you?
to the rules.
So let me. So
The country, nobody knows what's going on right
so
now.
let me.
What do everybody know? All we see is a bunch of rhetoric. Every day, people wake up to see something negative. Where is the positives in what's going on that's going to help the American people? Where are the positives? Nobody talk about the kids education. Nobody's putting emphasis on nothing but a bunch of crime.
Why is
Where's the receipts for the tariff? Where's the money from all the tariffs we collected right now? How much has went back into the American economy?
have we?
The houses, interest rates are still up.
D. If have you looked those things up? Because from my understanding, you can go to the whitehouse.com and it tells you how much.
I'm be honest.
So you, it don't make it. So it don't make a difference what somebody tell you. You don't want to believe.
I'm gonna be honest with you, my brother. I ain't believing that on no sites.
So how could you know what the tariffs are then?
At the White House.
So what can you? So you, even if it's true, you wouldn't believe it then. If it at the end of the at the end of the day.
Man, listen. How many lies have you heard in 2025?
If there's accurate information about tariffs.
How many lies have you heard in 2025?
Check.
How many lies?
How many lies? The same amount that I heard in 2023 and 24. It's the same amount.
No. No, I'm talking about 100%.
Let me ask you this, bro. If the Department of Justice or whatever, or the Internal Revenue Service or whoever is reporting how much tariff money has been brought in, all these different agencies, you're not gonna believe them? Agencies outside of him.
But is it reported?
Yeah.
How much did it bring in?
So let me see. Tariffs collected in 2025. Tariffs collected in the United States, significant increase fiscal year 2025. Around $195 billion collected so far in tariff. You hear me?
He didn't got 400 for himself.
Come on, man. The man about to probably, hey, bro, listen, bro. 195.
Hey, y'all used to talk about Sleepy Joe.
So
who's sleeping now?
So 100. So you said, ask how many tariffs it says right here. 195 billion.
What's the debt ceiling?
Well, that is what it's in the trillions, of course. So 195 billion ain't gonna put that down, but part of that
is still growing.
But D, you know why the national debt is growing, D? Because we're not producing jobs, why? D. That's what. I mean, how can you?
Why?
Because they're gone other places, D.
Why? No.
Because it's cheaper to go. Look. Why do you think Apple, companies like Apple, technology companies, Google, they have made new deals to make sure that they stay in the United States? Tech companies. You know why? Because you know what? It's more advantageous for them to stay here than go to another country, number one. And they're going to not get that tariff tax. You know what? Let's go ahead and make it in the United States, because the United States at the end of the day is the most consumer country for Apple. Why are we going to make this? Okay, we can probably save a little bit of money in China making it. But tell you the truth, we might as well make it here. And at the end of the day, they're not going to get tariff. Dog. You know why our debt ceiling is so high? Because we don't manufacture nothing no more, D. Everything is outsourced. Everything we need is from D. And don't you understand that's like me, dude. That's a security risk for your country. If everything that you need, look, if everything that you need is coming from a supply of another country, that's a major security risk for you. What if this country what if China don't want to give you its wheat and all this junk and all this and this and whatever? Venezuela don't want to give you this. So-and-so don't want to give you that.
All these countries got different resources than we do.
But they got alliances, D, with other countries. Countries got alliances and they are in wartime. What if they cut this stuff off?
Nobody's buying our beef. No way.
You know why?
Why?
Because why? Good question, and the answer is, you know why? Because our because our FDA is messed up. Food Drug Administration is messed up. Our medicine is bad. Our food is bad.
Man,
you know that, D. Ain't nobody buying our stuff. That got to get cleaned up too, D.
Listen, man.
Why are we the most sickest people, basically, almost on the doggone earth, almost, because of our food?
Well, I mean, it could be.
So you want to blame that on Trump too?
But no, I'm not blaming nothing on him. I'm just saying right now, if you stepping in saying "Make America Great Again," and all you talking about is getting rid of all the Black history, I'm gonna get all
you can't get rid of Black
Hispanic
history.
group
There's no way
people.
you can get.
I'm gonna get rid of all the Hispanic people. I'm gonna put so and so in jail. I'm doing all this. I'm gonna put hits out on folks. What leader does that, man?
Well, D,
And y'all glamorizing that, man. That ain't about the American people, man. You should be about the American people. And don't pull this clown up.
let's talk
He's a
about my man
clown.
right here real quick. D.
Man, he's a clown, man.
Sharon Moore.
He might as well. I mean, nah, I'm not gonna say nothing about this guy, man. This guy's hilarious, man.
You know what, bro?
6 million. All I'm gonna say is $6 million. 6 million.
30 million, bro.
$6 million.
30 mil.
I know. I mean, the full contract, yeah,
Right.
$30 million.
Yeah, that was that.
And I mean, that's a young lady, man. I mean, that's a young lady. You got to know better, man.
Dog, look,
That's all I can say.
look. Old dude,
$30 million.
that it ain't nothing that good.
No, he could have went out there and bought it.
Bruh. D, I mean,
He had a wife. Man.
but check this out though, D. With him, I never thought Sharon Moore was a great coach. Yeah, but I knew that he lucked up on that job because of Jim Harbaugh, and they won the national championship. And they like, you know what, let's give him a shot. And I'm glad that they did. But I knew maybe in the next year or two, Michigan probably was going to let go of him unless he really performed.
Mm-hmm.
But so I knew he was kind of more or less, he had a job. I ain't gonna say that he didn't deserve. It was more or less a job that fell in his lap, and them coming off a national championship. So, and he's not a bad coach. I just didn't know if he was, but I was waiting for him to.
No, he just
He
he didn't
he
make
lucked
he
up
didn't
on
make
that.
good. He didn't make. Yeah, but he didn't make a good
But
decision
when it came to
as
that,
a
yeah,
leader right now, man. He had his kids, those young men right there, and it's alleged that everybody knew this been going on for not just now, but for a couple of years, and
yeah,
he just didn't do this right. He didn't do it right. He didn't do it right, man. He should have got in that job. He's only 30 something years old, man. He could have did something. He could have did something great,
yeah,
but he didn't think with the right head, and it cost him.
right. But D,
You
he
don't
done messed
you
up, and
don't
he ain't
get
gonna
it
never
in.
get another
You
job
don't get
again,
it
D.
in. Nah, man, he done coaching. He can forget about football. He can't even coach Pop Warner.
If he wouldn't have went over her house
He's
with that
done.
and doggone trying to do that knife business, bro, that he would have been straight if that if he wouldn't have did that. Is when he went over to her crib.
Yeah, because he broke. First, no, he wouldn't have been straight
Yeah,
because
he would have.
I'm sure their policy is you can't have an affair on the
No,
job,
no, no.
man.
I'm saying Michigan still would have let
Can't
him
mess
go.
with.
But I'm saying in a couple of years after everything would have died down, he still would have been hired at another school. What messed him up is actually going to our
Oh, he
house.
probably could have. He probably could. Yeah, he probably could have.
Yeah. He messed up by
Yeah,
going to
he
our
probably
house and
could
trying
have.
to kill
But
himself and all that.
yeah, and then that's him just acting,
Acting
man.
out.
That's silly. Acting out, man. It's a sad situation. It was I don't know, man. I mean, you got it all, man. You got the one of the top schools. You're making 30 million, money you'll never see in this
Mm, mm,
lifetime.
mm.
You got a family, you know what I mean? And here you is messing with a little girl that report to you.
Yeah, you
You
don't
couldn't
do
tell
that,
her to
man.
go somewhere and sit down. He should have just said, go somewhere and sit down, or moved her to a whole nother department somewhere.
It's a couple things he could have
Hey, you
did.
can't work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't work for me. But the thing about it is, he took it upon himself to take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the head coach. See that power, man. That power make you act a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And he should have settled down. He should have settled down.
Yeah, he
I mean, everybody around the world is giving it to him. However, at the end of the day, not a good decision. That's all I can say.
yeah, he up here
What
he up here looking
thinking?
like
What
this.
thinking?
He up here looking like this dude. For real, dog.
No, he ain't
Somalian
smiling.
head looking.
I don't think he ate. I don't even think Shamar eating right now.
No, he dog.
Could you imagine? Now you
He's
know how
depressed.
black
Yeah, he
parents are.
depressed.
You know how black parents are. Could you imagine going home and tell your mama you lost his job?
You lost a good job.
You know how black parents is. They don't care how old you
Right.
get. They don't care how
He done
old you
messed around with
get.
that
Could
messed
you
that good
imagine what
job.
his daddy said?
He done messed that good job up.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Could you hear his
Yeah.
daddy and mama?
Oh man, they like
Boy, you know you. Man, his daddy probably was like, "Boy, you know you got to be the dumbest I ever seen in my life. You was a wasted.
right. We don't even know how you
You was
got
a
the job. No
waste.
way. How you get the job?
No way. You need to sit down. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no
But
house.
Jim,
You lost your
but
kids.
Jim Harbaugh, for real, really looked out for him. But you know what this
That was bigger, Jim
that was.
Harbaugh. Yeah,
But I'm gonna tell you what the
that
other
was
part
big with
about it
Harbaugh.
is, with Bellamy being Bellamy from West Bloomfield, they about to
Yeah,
let all them go too,
yeah.
dog.
They blew his chance.
Because
Yep.
that was part of his staff. They about to let them coaches go, or the new staff or the new coach gonna be like they bringing their own coaches.
Well, Bellamy came in under Harbaugh,
Anyways, yeah.
so
Unless Harbaugh said come down to
yeah, all them
Los
other
Angeles
guys
with
was
me.
under Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Well, he can't even go clean. He can't even go clean
I
cleats.
bet I
He
bet
done.
Bellamy and them want to beat him up, dog. Cause like, dog, how you messing up you messed up our
Yeah,
people.
man.
He
Man,
might come back to West Bloomfield
the
High
little
and start
girl.
coaching again. But yeah,
Man, no. It's a sad situation.
it is. It is.
Um, because he could have set a good example for the players, the ones that don't make it in the NFL and decide they want to coach. He could have set an example for them,
Mm-hmm.
for other aspiring coaches that want to go to a big program. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Deion Sanders cutting it.
Not
Deion
like
Sanders
that.
going around.
Not like that.
No, not like that. Deion Sanders going around. He praying and thanking God and uplifting his players, making them good daddies. He was in a good role
But
to
here's the
make a
yeah.
change in all them young men lives,
But
man.
here's the thing. But here's the advantage that Dion, a person. I'm glad you brought that up. Here's a good here's a good synopsis between a Dion and a him. Dion been a star for a long time. He knows how to handle that. This
Yeah,
dude, he
yeah,
just became a star more or less. He was an assistant on the, I think he was offensive coordinator or something like that before he took this job. But
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
he just became big time for real, for real. Dion been big time for a long time. He knows how to handle this.
Yeah,
And sometimes, man, like even we see with some politicians, like our politicians, we scrutinize more than other people. So like we can't do what
yeah.
other folks do because they talking about how other coaches did the
That's
same
true.
thing that he did and they still coaching.
Yeah, yeah. But see,
They was
they
watching him
man,
anyway. I mean, Michigan, bro, it's like
yeah.
yeah, it's a bad
Man,
situation, man.
you pretty much gotta run the business like President Barack Obama
Oh my
did with
god. Oh my
class,
god. There
where
you go, man.
where you don't
That must be a
you
joke.
don't smash no race of you don't smash no race of people. You go in there and you talk polite. You don't dog nobody on the mic and call people retarded and grab them by the butts and all of that. You
Hey,
go up there and be a professional at it.
hey.
And see
Obviously,
my
he was up
man,
there talking like Barack Obama and acting like something else. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how you talk. It matters what
yeah,
you do.
yeah.
Because I mean, in
But
front
I'm
of that,
saying, but yeah,
but
he
dog,
should have
but
did
check
it.
this out. Like, dang, ain't it just funny, man? What a difference a day or two can make, man. Like, in 5 days, it's like really in 3 or 4 or 5 days, this whole world came crashing down. And that's kind of how life, and that's
Absolutely.
how life is, man. Like everything can be okay, and and one thing can happen, man. It can just turn you upside down. I'm praying for him, dog. I hope that
I'm
he
praying for
gets
the
through
brother,
this,
but
man.
yeah, I hope he. But man,
Cause
I
that'll
hope
make
he
you kill
do.
yourself,
And
D. That'll make you kill yourself,
yeah,
bro.
because I mean, when you think about, man, I had $30 million, and I lost it because I'm messing with a girl that's like 10 years younger than me,
I
or
lost my
I don't know
dream
how she was in
job.
her 20s. I don't
I'm the
know.
laughing
I
stock.
lost my
I'm
dream
the
job.
laughing stock of my peers. The whole country is talking about
Yep,
me.
the whole country.
You know what I mean? Everybody
EU
calling.
is you get this job,
You know he in
you win
jail,
the
and they say
state. I mean, you win.
you know he in jail, and the inmates be like, man, you stupid. You know they up there talking to him like they probably got him on suicide
Oh
watch.
man, they probably was talking about him, yeah. But at the same time, that's a front too,
Yeah,
because he wants some attention. He ain't have to do it, man.
right, right.
He had to do it, and if he was doing it, there was other ways around it.
It
He
was.
should have went somewhere else.
Yeah, he should have.
What he should have been doing is number one, gather yourself
Mm-hmm.
and hey, no, I can't do that. I got a
Right.
wife. And then just go, hey, honey, you got to go to the game with me this week. I'm weak. You got to go with me.
Hey
Hey,
man,
baby, hey, go.
man, if you got to
Just
do
put them
all
on the
that,
road.
you ain't even got to do all that, bro. It's just at the end of the day. At the end of the day, like, bro, hey man,
30
30
million.
million. You got just.
That's all I can say. 30
I ain't
million.
got to take my wife to work with me. You
30
know what I'm saying?
million.
I'm like, shoot. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm
That's gonna
saying
be a
if he feel like
distraction. You
it,
know what
if
I'm
he feel
saying?
like it,
Just
if he feel like he gonna slip up, hey, honey, get on the road.
man,
Hey, babe, get in the plane. Get you a plane. Meet me in Minnesota. I feel weak.
yeah.
I can't handle it.
Well,
I can't hold
hey, bro. The
it.
problem is, I'm gonna be telling you the truth, dog. This is what a lot of people ain't talking about. His wife probably already knew, bro. It just got out, D. Like his wife probably knew that was happening. It's just that the university it got out because she probably knew that,
Oh,
bro. Who knows? She probably like, okay, I'm in the crib, 30 mil, I'm 5 mil, 6. I'm living life, I'm good. Okay, he got whatever, do whatever. I kind of know, you know what I'm saying, and it's gone about her. I don't even think that's the main thing, bro. I think the main thing is he just got caught by the university. I think his wife probably even nobody really even talking about that. I bet his wife knew.
yeah. Now that's a whole nother
You know what I'm
situation
saying?
right
So
there.
and that's all good. That's if she knew, that's fine. If she lived with, that's fine.
Mhm.
But that's cool. That's their thing. Their arrangement. That's all good. But I think he just, you know, yeah, man, yeah. But yeah, man. I
Again,
don't know, bro.
hey, when I think about him, I say 30
30
million.
million. 30 million. Just
30
that's
million.
crazy.
First black to coach there, I think.
Yeah. Yep, he was. He was. Probably the last.
30 million.
Probably the last for a long time. We're gonna be
I
old
believe.
men by that next time.
Unless they go get Dion, unless they go get Deion Sanders or something.
I don't know if Dion is
They
right
ain't gonna
for it,
do
dog.
that.
Do you think
Oh, Deion will bring some swagger in there, boy.
do you think let's be honest, let's be for real. How do you think
You
Dion
got to keep your recruiting
you do?
class,
You
man.
do. You do.
Now that's gonna hurt. Now, is the new quarterback gonna stay around now?
Dion
He
ain't the
gonna he
one
done
though,
hurt the
man. Do
program
you
with
think
this.
Dion is the one? I would love to see it, but do you really honestly do you think
No,
Dion
Dion might not
I don't
be.
think I don't know, man. Is Dion really
You gotta understand this. Dion is a marketing guru.
Yeah, he is.
At the end of the
He
day,
is.
Dion gonna bring the bucks to any place he go to.
Well, Michigan already got
He
all
gonna
the
bring the
bucks
money
though.
to the
So
school.
what can he really add to Michigan that already got the bucks? Like
He's just gonna add a little bit more. He gonna add some more bucks to it. But what I'm saying is this: when Dion was doing black college, every black college. See, this is the thing. Everybody was hating on Dion, but Dion was bringing historical black colleges 2 and 3 million every time he stepped in a stadium, and he was leaving them with the check. Like this is my service to you. Use my name. I'm coming. Yeah, I'm gonna beat you in football, but you're gonna make 3 million.
I think he made
And
the right
I'm gonna
decision.
walk away from your stadium and take none. Rebuild Jackson, uh, the historical, the school of Mississippi, got all that rebuilt. That was on his dime.
We was mad when or
He didn't
people
take
was
no
mad when
money.
he I wasn't mad when he left Jackson State.
I wasn't mad when he left because he left them 10
Better
times
than what he came.
better shape than he did when he showed up. They
People
had
act
new
like
facilities everywhere.
people can't grow, man. Like I'm gonna leave you on this, man, and
Yeah,
so get some rest or whatever. I know you got some business to take care of the morning.
say that.
Um, but people act like fires for black people a lot of times. we be feeling like people can't grow, man. Like, okay, he had this situation at Jackson or whatever. Like he can't,
Hmm.
so like he got to be beholden to them forever. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't take a better position at a different, you know. I think it was important that he took that job at Colorado. I think it was the
Yeah,
best thing to
I
do.
think it was
Yeah,
too. I think it was. Here's the other part that people didn't see either. The other part people didn't see was he took some young
his
men
son. Yeah,
who would have never seen Division I athletics
high
along with
end
him
Division
to
One. Yeah,
Colorado. Yeah, high end Division I, showed the world that they could play and get an education. So it opened up a door for a lot of
it did.
kids too.
It did.
It opened up a lot of doors for
They
kids.
trying to
So
judge.
I was
Yeah,
excited.
they trying to judge Dion because of the
I was
season. The
ex-
season they had this year was pretty bad, honestly. But I know Dion ain't been
yeah,
doing the best physically lately. So
yeah, yeah. He been sick.
hopefully everything pan out with
Well, he
him.
getting stronger now,
Yeah.
but I mean, you think about it. What he did for
Hey,
Hey.
athletics as a whole, it changed the game.
Yeah, it did.
And then look at all the black coaches now. Mike Vick,
Yeah. Yep.
what's his name?
Eddie George. Eddie
Deshaun,
George. Too.
Eddie George. Yeah, look at all the coaches that
Mm-hmm.
came behind
Yeah.
that.
It's helping.
Dion's teammate, the DB from
Tim
Baltimore
McCoy.
Ravens.
Tim McCoy
Um, man, he a Hall of Fame defensive back.
from.
He coaching now
Okay.
from the Ravens. I can't remember his name,
Oh,
but
my
he was
man that went
good.
to Miami. He went to he played in Miami with Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
Reed.
with Ray Lewis.
Reed.
Yeah, Reed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Reed. Yeah. Okay.
look at
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, he did.
Look at
He
him.
did well.
Look at all the people that said, "Hey, I got some good qualities I can give back."
Mm-hmm.
Sharon Moore
He
stunk the
messed up.
place
Yeah, he
up
did, bro. Ooh, he would have gave it an opportunity for, like, even if he would have left and
some more.
yeah, even if he would have left, or say if Michigan would have got rid of him in the next year or two because he couldn't perform, he still
Yeah,
would have left the door open for the possibility of, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
he messed it up big
Guy
time, man.
came in here, did it with class. He just didn't work
It just
out,
didn't work out.
and they split ways on good
Mm-hmm.
terms. They would have looked at the opportunity again because you got Atlanta Falcons coach,
Also, think of this,
you
D.
got
The
the
athletic.
Jets, you got all these different
Think
things.
about this: the athletic director of Michigan is black. You know that, right?
Yeah, so
And so I'm,
I didn't know that.
yeah. So now they look at, see, here's the thing. They kind of he kind of messed it up for that dude now, because now they questioning, like, man, you the one that hired him. Like, now they looking at the AD now, like, maybe we should replace you. See what I'm saying? So now he got
Because
it.
I wouldn't.
Now
Yeah,
he looking at, so he messed it up for a couple people.
yeah, because I mean, I know if I was the AD, it wouldn't have took me no time. I'd have called him and told him he was fired.
Well, they,
I would have been on my way to the office like, you fired, so you might as well start backing up right now until I get there.
yeah, that's crazy, man.
And I would have told him he's fired. Yeah, he ain't had no business doing that.
No, he didn't.
He ain't had to do that. He didn't have to do that, man. I'm just in all honesty, because the girl was young
In her third,
and he should have known
yeah,
better. She was in her 20s. He
yeah,
was in his 30s.
yeah. But D,
You just gotta
I'm not giving him a
sometimes,
break,
you
man. I'm
know.
not giving him a break at all. He shouldn't have did that. It
I
just,
ain't gonna break.
yeah,
30. I'm gonna say 30 million.
yeah. That's.
Every time I see his face, that would have been his motivation. 30
I hope
million.
he saved some of it. But the lawyers probably gonna eat
Uh,
that up.
no, they finna. Now, guess what?
the wife and the
And this young
They might
lady,
sue. Yeah, they gonna
this
find a
young
way to eat that
lady,
up,
this
man.
young lady, she got trauma now. She saw him put a scissors to his neck, and now she got trauma.
Now she about to
She
sue.
need $3 million.
Yep.
3 million.
Mm.
He ain't got the money,
And if
man.
his wife leave him
He
again,
finna.
yeah,
He
she gonna take it if she leave him.
he ain't got the money. Well, she leaving. I bet you
Well, look.
they gonna make her leave him.
Well, So he had 2 years of a Michigan contract plus the I don't know what he was making while he was an assistant with Harbaugh. So if I was him, man, you know what? I wouldn't even try to get a big old defense lawyer or nothing, man. Just go ahead and take the time. You might come off cheaper that way, man. Just give me the time that you're gonna give me. Because you know,
Right.
if I'm gonna pay $2 million for
He ain't gonna get
defense,
no time. I
no, he
don't
ain't gonna
think
get no time.
I don't think
He ain't gonna get no
he ain't
time.
gonna get no time. He done paid his way out.
Yeah,
$25,000 bond.
yeah.
Yeah, he ain't getting
But
no
he ain't gonna
time.
get no
He gonna
time.
get some community service. He gonna have some lawsuits. Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah, you're gonna have to settle them joints probably. But
Settle.
yeah, man. I'm hoping the best for him, man. That's all I can say. But D, yeah, man.
Yeah.
I guess I call it a night, man. I'm about to get onto some more editing, man. I'm glad
Me too.
you popped on. Really, like I say, I've been testing this thing out, bro, and I got like this new thing that I got here, and it's like I got a whole new setup, but I still got my old setup back here, but that I usually use. But I got a whole new setup right here. So I appreciate you coming on, man, because it kind of honestly give me an opportunity to see how this thing is working. So appreciate that, man.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate that.
And when I get there, we'll do it.
We gotta
We'll do it
we gotta do it in person.
in person.
Gotta do it in person, bro.
Yeah.
I like that pendant, y'all, by the way, that you showed me.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I like that. I like that. Well, man,
Yeah.
I will say, who was that? That little head I see. But yeah, man. Yeah, shoot. I guess I'm gonna call it a night, man. And
Okay.
yeah. Hopefully soon. I was telling the people also about Martell and his play, man. So I don't. Hopefully people will get a chance to see that soon. I think he'll have it put out somewhere. So y'all get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that'll be nice.
All right, D Wins. Thanks, brother. I'm about to get on out of here, man.
All right.
All right. One love. Peace.
All right, bro.
All right.
One love. Peace.
All right. See ya. All right, everybody. We are about to cut up out of here. Thank D Wins for coming on and popping on with us and having a little bit of fun. We just stir the feathers. That's about it. But about to go ahead and end the show for tonight. Tomorrow probably won't be on, but tomorrow, Thursday, Wednesday, probably be back on and probably be talking about Jasmine Crockett. So we did talk about the three things that I wanted to talk about tonight. We talked about the Lions. We talked about Shamar, a man Moore that lost his job, and we talked about the about to call them the Ethiopians, but the Somalian situation in Minnesota. I know a lot of times, I don't. People don't agree with me, but I just be ruffling feathers sometimes, but just be talking and getting people's opinion. Nobody's wrong. Nobody's wrong for their opinion, but it's nice to have a dialogue and see what happens and talk to people and see where they're coming from, and giving them a platform to talk if they want to. So with that being said, you guys, I appreciate you, and we about to get on out of here. One love, and I'll see y'all soon.